Hey guys, we're back in the basement. Got these two ramps taken out. Kind of a pain in the ass getting them out. This one here had a diverter on it, which is right here. And this sat down in there. So we had to take this part off and take that out. I had 3 connectors on this one to get it out. Had to feed them through the playfield. And then this one had 3 as well. So that was fun getting those out. So we got to clean those up yet. Now we're over here, we're looking underneath. Doesn't look that bad. I've cleaned this area here so far, maybe a little here. This was just loaded down with wax, kind of like you can kind of see over here. There's a lot of residue. And usually behind these ramps on games like this, it really gets neglected just because you can't easily get to them. So you can tell this thing's just been neglected. So see a lot of wear back there normally up here where the ball comes up, like on a plunge or something. See a lot of wear like by the flippers or the kicks or the flippers down here. It's usually where you see a lot of wear on these pops too. A lot of times you'll see a piece of mylar around these pops, around the kicks too, just because there's a lot of ball traffic and a lot of balls bouncing around going on there. So anyway, I'll make this video. Just come hang out with me. A nice, boring, fun video. I'm gonna set this camera up. We're gonna clean the old fun house here. You can hear Karate Kid in the background there. I like to watch movies, listen to music, YouTube, stuff like that. While I'm working on the game, just gives me something to do. Alright, so get my cleaner. What the hell is it? Spray this on here, spray it on your rag, whatever. I just go like this with my fingers and just circular motions. Try to clean up some of these ball swirls, dirt. Now if you want to get real deep into this, you can take all this apart, all these rails. But I'm not trying to get that deep into this. I just want to get it clean and waxed. That way I can prevent more playfield wear. Kind of shop it out. Nothing too crazy here. Now if I were doing like a playfield swap or something, yeah, you'd pull all this stuff off and start over. Maybe do like new light sockets, stuff like that. But we're not going that deep into this. I ain't got time for that. Busy with work and life stuff going on. So So this spot here is underneath the playfield, so I'm not going to worry about waxing under there because the ball's not going to be riding around in this area, which is probably why it's so nice. That's probably one of the cleanest spots on the playfield. So I'm not going to wax that. I don't think there's a need to do that. So we'll just kind of clean this up and then put the new lights in, the LEDs, and then we'll put this plastic back on. Now this area here will get waxed at the end when I'm all done. I like to clean everything first and then wax. Sometimes you can't, sometimes you gotta just kind of piece to piece here, wax it and then put it back. Makes it easier to remember where stuff goes when you do it like that too, sometimes. That ramp's loose. Or this ball guide here is loose. And if I'm looking right here, there's a screw that's supposed to go right here. I don't know if you can see this or not. So I gotta find a very small screw there. Replace that, because that shouldn't be moving like that. But we'll also see more too when we get this plastic off. Maybe over here it might be like a holder. I don't know. Let's see. This is my first funhouse, so I haven't done a funhouse as far as tearing it down and chopping it. So we'll see. See how this one is. Now I've done Roadshow, which is the sister game of this, another Pat Lawler game. And I've taken it down, tore it down, cleaned it. And that game, let me tell you, tearing that game down, that's fun. There's a lot on that playfield. That's like a wide body super pin, what they call them, super pins. And that game, man, that'd take you a few days. But you get them clean like this, and then you can take like a pin snake cleaner, and you can run them back here and kind of clean them up a little bit. Helps you a little. All right, so we need 1, 2, 3 44s. Throw them in there real quick. And I probably might be wise to. I guess I don't need to make sure they work. I could always take them out from underneath the playfield and then swap them around if I need to. I was just thinking if these bulbs didn't work for some reason, probably check them before putting all this stuff back on. But I can get to it from underneath, so I ain't worried about it. Okay, 3 bulbs. Here's the connector for the funhouse. I don't know what you can call it. I don't know, that funhouse display or whatever. So that'll connect right here on this board and set right here. Another thing too, when you're doing this, it's good to take pictures of everything so you know where it goes. And if you don't take the right picture, or you forget or lose your pictures or something, go on Pinside. A lot of times there's a lot of pictures and information on there, people who can help you figure out what where stuff goes and what you need to do. So what's nice about this hobby, there's a lot of people willing to help. A lot of times there'll be people on the forums that'll say, hey, I need pictures of whatever. Like recently I had my diner, someone was redoing a diner, they put a hardtop on it, and they needed to know where some certain things went, and so I got on there, took some pictures, sent them to them, kind of helped them out get their diner going. It's a community. It takes a community to keep these things going. A lot of work, but part of the fun working on them, for me anyway. That cleaned up. Okay, so we clean that. Let's put this plastic back on. Actually, before we do that, we need to change this rubber O-ring right here. Doesn't look like it's ever been changed in its life. Look at that thing. Filthy. Put a nice clear one on there. Order these kits from Pinball Life. It just comes with an assortment of different stuff. And they're clear, and they keep the playfields a lot cleaner than the white or the black, I've found. So I'm cleaning my games a lot less when I convert them over this way. Put this back on. tighten these down, I don't like to tighten them too tight. You can break your plastics. And they're lock nuts, so they're kind of meant to hold in place. I just kind of take and snug them, not too tight. And move the plastic around. If I can still move the plastic, it's not tight enough. So.
We're here to recover your money.
Alright, that's good. So let's go on to this one next. I'm going to check my camera, make sure you guys can see what's going on. Yep.
You should jump in.
Yep, you guys are still good. So how did you guys get into pinball and arcade stuff? Pretty dirty. Let's clean that up. Let's see here. Alright, we got 3 44s under here. And looks like 2 of them are blown, so we'll put 3 new in there. LED. And my LEDs are, I get them off eBay. They're like a cool white is what they're called. And I found that the warm whites are like more of a yellow. So I'm not really a big fan of that. So I go with the cool whites. I like the way it looks. Kind of brightens the games up a little bit more, if that makes sense. A lot of wax under here. Somebody really went heavy with this wax. Big time. So let's take the flipper rubber off. It's pretty worn. You see like a crack in it. Should probably pull this out, but I'm not gonna. It's because I think I can get around it. That, and I don't really have a whole lot of time on this. Work a lot. Busy guy. Cleaner. Now again, I'm not going to wax this area right here because there's no ball travel here. This is just underneath a ramp in a plastic, so you're not going to see it. Now this you might underneath the ramp, but I'm not worried about it getting anywhere, so I'm not going to wax it. Now you can if you want it to look extra shiny and just, you know, if that's what you want to do you, you know. Everybody has a way of doing things, and that's okay. Alright, so we need 3 44s. Up this plastic. Alright, now we'll set this back in here. It's clean. put a new flipper rubber on this, so let's do that. Again, I like these clear rubbers because they hold up pretty good and keep the play fields cleaner, in my opinion. You like the old ones, whatever. Titan makes a good rubber, Super Band. Or just the cheapos, whatever. Whatever you like. That plastic's got a little break right here at the end, but I think it'll be fine. I ain't worried about it. Okay, so this one's done, cleaned under here, new rubber. So let's go ahead and pull this one here. See if I can get my socket on that. Barely. Use these little nut drivers here on a screwdriver. It comes in a kit. You can get it at Harbor Freight or Lowe's or wherever you get tools. Okay, it's dirty. Okay, it's another area you won't see. We're gonna clean it. We're not gonna wax it, we're gonna clean it. It's got two 44 bulbs in there. Get them cleaned out. So yesterday we went to, yesterday evening we went out for dinner at Famous Monster Pizza in Decatur, Indiana. So if you guys ever over that way, check that place out. It's pretty neat. It's like a horror themed pizza place. Check it out online. Pretty cool. And then I also made a short little video clip of it on my channel if you guys want to check it out. I like horror themes. I like horror movies, stuff like that. So fun little outing with friends and family. So we got two 44 bulbs in there, but we're going to clean it first before we put new bulbs in here. Okay, we got this gate here. I like to do is check these gates and make sure they work. Make sure they're not sticking. Which this one is, so alright, glad I looked at this. We'll have to go underneath there and check that little gate switch out there. Another rubber here that I cannot seem to get out. So let's take this rail here loose. There we go. Fish this thing right here, rubber. Another little rubber here. We'll get in our kit, get a new one. It's about the right size. Trash can. Okay. Yeah, and listen to that music in Karate Kid. Reminds me of my childhood. A lot of 80s music. I love that. I love 80s music. I like watching old 80s movies, especially when I'm working on games. It's nice to have some background white noise, you know. 1, 2, 3, 44s. So we get these cool white LEDs in here. Should lighten this up back here a bit. Okay, there's only two. Never mind, it wasn't three. I misspoke. Got two there. There, one here, new rubber. figure out why that gate's not moving. I have to get on there and look at that. It's kind of driving me nuts. Plastic cleaned, light bulbs in, playfield clean. Let's put this back on. Said you don't over tighten these. If you over tighten them, you'll crack them plastics. So, okay. So now we're gonna do this one here. Oh, that one's already loose. Okay, cool. All right, I'll have to undo it. Let's clean this plastic real quick. You can use Windex too to clean your play fields. Some people don't like using it, but I like it. I guess especially for the plastics, cleans the plastic up pretty good. You gotta be careful sometimes, like with your trans lights, when you're cleaning those. I've used Windex on those before and they've ruined them, so just be careful. Okay, we got two 44s back here in this corner. So we'll place those. So we want to come back here and just kind of clean this area. Even clean your posts too, because they get dirt on them. Again, I'm not going to wax this area. It's going to be covered. You won't see it. It's plastic. All just depends on what you want to do. I gotta find a screw for this. That's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, 44s. I think a couple 44s in this back corner are really gonna brighten this ramp area up pretty good, because it's underneath these ramps. It was incandescence back here, and it just wasn't very bright. The whole play field was just kind of dark, which a lot of those old games were. System 11s and old Williams games are just dark, and you know, you can take some LEDs and really brighten the game up a little bit. Sometimes you can over brighten them, so you got to be careful what you get and what you like. It all just depends on what you want to do. But yeah, I've seen some of those super brights in games, and it's like, man, it just blinds you trying to play the game. You know what I mean? So just whatever, depends on what you like. If you like them super bright, whatever. You like wearing sunglasses when you play, you might like super brights, you know. Alright, get this area back here cleaned. This is a high traffic area because this is where the ball plunges back here. So it's important to make sure this is really clean and wax this area. Keep this play field from wearing out, you know what I'm saying? So let's take this plastic off. Notice how I'm just taking one at a time, cleaning, and putting it right back. You don't have to do it that way. You can set it out on a table or whatever and try to put it back together in the end if you want. But it's easier for me. Just kind of come in here and go one at a time and clean that area and put new lights in and put it back. You can tell how the game's kind of cleaning up and transforming here. Okay, we got two 44s right here. Something there. Okay, I was wondering what the hell that was. I might clean those with a Q-tip. A couple more 44s. So I guess there's two optos right here on either side where the ball comes into the mouth. And that must signal the CPU to say, hey, you know, open Rudy's mouth. Make him talk. Acts like a switch. And I got another one up here on a ramp. I clean those too when I clean those ramps. Just cleaning out here behind Rudy's head. Getting all this dirt, grime out of here. Again, the scenario where ball's not going to be, so we're not going to do any waxing back here, just cleaning. And we got where the ball comes in, we'll wax that when we're all done. Get that cleaned up. Okay, let's go ahead and put those bulbs back in before we forget. I like these 44s better than the 555s because they just go right in and twist. And they make pretty good connection most of the time. But those 555 bulbs, the wedge bulbs, man, I'm always adjusting, trying to get them to work. It seems like they're hit or miss whether they're going to work or not. Okay, so this, it's like a plastic cover, goes to this ramp here. So I'm trying to think if I want to take this plastic off and clean underneath it. I probably will, but what's that gonna, I gotta think about what kind of work that's gonna be. Let me grab a pick real quick. Didn't mean to rhyme there. That's my pick. All right, I want to see what kind of work this is going to take to get this drawbridge ramp here up. That's locked in pretty good. Okay. I think I can take these screws out and then just flop it forward and clean under it and then just put it back. That way I'm not taking this whole assembly apart. Okay, so this is done. Let's get this back together. Like so. Got my light bulbs in there. Let me check. Yep, cleaned it. Cleaned the plastic. Look at that, looking better already. Another thing I like to do when I'm messing around on these play fields is look for like hidden artwork. A lot of times these pinball artists will hide stuff in their art, like little Easter eggs, and you can try to hunt them down. Try to figure them out. Have fun. Alright, so let's go. Take this one off. I don't know if I can get to this back here. Yep, got it. Getting lucky here. Got this one. Okay. Get this one off and we'll take that plastic for that drawbridge off. Okay, so there's no lights in here, but this is a good time to get in here and kind of clean this area up. We'll get her cleaned up. Want to be careful too when you're cleaning around these switches because you don't want to bend them or get them out of sync. Damn, the rubber post on here don't want to come out. I have to get a pair of pliers or something.
can't move my arm, alright? What are you doing? Ow! Ow, what are you doing? How did you do that? Shut up!
Can't see very well back here. A screw. Don't like that one bit. Screw. And this plexi has cracks in it where these screws held it down, so I'm not real thrilled about that. So let's get this out of here and see if we can clean it without breaking it. I'm sure you can get that piece, but probably not cheap. If I had to guess. Okay, so there is another screw right there. Gotta find it. Can't see nothing. No. There we go. It'd be fun trying to find that hole. I guess I could take that guide out, but I don't want to. See if we can work around it. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's broken anyway. It hangs in there. So this is that plastic piece I was talking about. Kind of guides the ball around this bridge here. Yeah, it's kind of filthy. You can see wax under there. So let's get that cleaned out. You hear Mr. Miyagi in the background training Daniel's son. I grew up born in '84. I kind of grew up in the late '80s, '90s era. That was my growing up. So, you know, a lot of Rocky, Karate Kid, a lot of '80s stuff, Labyrinth. I love '80s movies, music, all that good stuff. Okay, got that cleaned up. Looks pretty good. And we'll get underneath where that was. Yeah, you can just see all the wax build up. Somebody's cleaned that once or twice. Kind of surprised. And it's just wax has got underneath that plastic, and you just can't really get it out unless you take the plastic off. So we did. We got her cleaned up. We'll go in here and put some wax in here. Do that before we put this plastic down, although you don't really, I guess we don't need to, because that plastic's over it anyway, so we'll just clean it. Yeah, the ball isn't going to touch that, so I ain't too worried about that now that I'm thinking about it. What is that piece? Yeah, that's cleaning up good. I like that. All right. I was kind of worried it was going to be really bombed out back here. Just from this ball coming up from the plunge here. And it's really not that bad. So I almost wonder if maybe somebody's taken this apart once or twice, who knows. Kind of kept it clean. Playfield's not in bad shape for how old it is. See, I caught a switch there with my cleaning towel. Be careful doing that. Get your switches messed up. You can break them or get them out of adjustment, and then you got to go under the playfield and try to get them straightened out. guess I'm missing a plastic here. I think. Let me see.
Lysol kills 99%
Yep,
of germs.
missing a plastic there. Dang it.
You'll love.
I don't remember taking that off.
Amazon offers hourly employees health
Yeah,
care from day one for the whole family.
Oh well, you can see it anyway. Maybe I'll order one. Change it next time.
Regardless if it's Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, or any other trading card game, let's see what ripping packs
Okay, I need a
on
small
Whatnot is all about.
screwdriver for
There are
that.
so many live streams on Whatnot 24/7 that you can join into and buy from. And the coolest part is, you
Always
never
good
know
to
what you're
have
gonna find in a given show.
array of
From
tools
latest
around.
release to vintage packs that are 20 years old.
All
Once you
different
find
kinds of
something you like, you can
screwdrivers,
buy it and watch it be
nut
opened live with a
drivers,
bunch
and
of other collectors who will be rooting
picks,
you
you
on.
name
don't
it.
have to wait for your
Need it all.
package to show up. You get
Working
to
on
watch
these.
your pack get opened live and instantly see if you get to pull the chase card you're looking for, or whatever it is you're gonna pull. The last step, of course, is to wait until your new cards get sent directly to you.
Okay,
Not only do you have a
snug.
chance to pull your chase card or get a piece for your collection that you've
Just
wanted
clean
for a
that
long
back here.
time,
You can
but
see
doing it with a bunch of
dust
people
all
watching
over
your live
this.
stream makes that moment
Inches
so much
of
more
dust.
fun. Whatnot
Maybe
makes
not
that
inches,
possible. Now that you got the basics of ripping packs on Whatnot, what will
You
you
get
looking
that.
like? Download Whatnot today, start ripping packs.
Now's a good time to get this sidewall cleaned off too while you got these ramps out. Alright, putting a couple 44s here in the corner. Alright. That's clean. I guess we got this clean back here, so let's go ahead and throw some wax on it. Grab my wax. Now some people use like a white rub-on wax. I like to use Fast and Easy Speed Wax. Use whatever you want. Some people use Carnauba. I used to use Carnauba, but it just left so much white streaks everywhere. Drove me nuts, so started using this spray, and just kind of spray it on and wipe it on. Puts a nice little protectant on it. I just spray it on my rag. You can spray it on the playfield if you want. Went ahead and waxed underneath this plastic. Why not? We're here. So let's do it. Spray it right on. Spray it on the towel. I use microfiber towels when I do this, like when I'm cleaning and waxing all that, just kind of, I don't know, just softer touch on the playfield, I guess. Rub it in, spread it around. I got one more here to do, actually two more, I can't forget. See how it puts a nice little shine and sheen on that playfield, so that's gonna really help protect that playfield. Let's put this back on. Let's see here. Goes right there. Oh, I know, this is so much fun, isn't it? It's like watching paint dry. Probably funner for me because I get to actually do something. Let's see here. It's holes lined up. Make sure these holes are lined up because I don't want to start a new hole in a play field. Not be good at all. That one's started. I'm gonna start these by hand. Okay. Looks way better. Yeah, that had a bunch of white wax underneath it and dirt, so it's way better. Alright, screw these down and snug them. Don't want to over tighten them because it'll break this plastic. Break that plastic. I'm sure I can get it, but it's probably not going to be cheap. If I had to guess. Ain't nothing in pinball cheap anymore. Okay, make sure my switch works. It does. Okay. Where the hell did this one go? Where did it go? Right there. I hope I clean it first. Alright. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this done and playing it. I really like Pat Lawler games. Huge Pat Lawler fan. He's made some of the best pinballs in my opinion. His games have really good flow and just creativity. That back on. Okay, let's put it real quick. Go over this again with some wax. Let's get this done real quick. Just make sure we're out right there. It's not too bad. Coat where the ball goes up in the mouth there, and then the lock, and then around the trap door, high traffic area. There we go. Alright, so we're going to pull these two plastic off here. Probably going to clean those optos too. Might as well. Here, might as well do it. So far everything's coming apart pretty good. I've had issues with older games and other games where you try taking some of this stuff apart and you're breaking posts off and bolts off in the play field. You're stripping out T-screws or T-nuts, and it's a pain in the ass, so this one's going pretty well. So happy with that. Now we'll replace these two with white thread-on caps like we did here. Might as well. Okay, let's see. Just kind of screws on there, don't it? Well, I guess I'll just screw them out and hopefully I don't strip them. Nope. Alright, so whoever put these in here, they didn't tighten them down real tight, so I guess we're not going to put them in tight either. Because I don't want to strip them out, that'd be awful. So, I'm probably going to need a Q-tip for this. Alright. There's this opto switch. So I'll take a Q-tip there and clean that, and then I'll clean this out. Which again, this is covered. You ain't gonna see this, but you know, OCD, right? Clean it now. Get it out of the way. Okay. Yeah, this thing's really looking good. I'm impressed. All right, I'm gonna go grab a Q-tip. Got a guy coming here in a little bit to buy my Narc arcade game. Decided to let it go because I just don't have any more room down here. I'm at that point where I just don't have any room. So I've got storage over at my warehouse that I can store games, but I just hate to have a game in a storage like that and not being enjoyed by somebody. So I got it up and going and listed it. So guy's gonna come here at 3 o'clock, see if he wants it. Got a couple other people interested. And I think if nobody wants it or nobody takes it, probably just gonna, I don't know, maybe part it out. Keep the monitor. That monitor's a medium res monitor for like Paperboy or Championship Sprint or something like that. And they're kind of hard to come by working. So that one has no burn in. It works good. So if nobody buys it, I'll keep it. Don't really need the money, so might as well just see if I can find it a good home. If not, I'll part it out. Take the Wyco sticks out of it and power supply and just kind of part her out. Okay, let's go ahead and clean back here. Okay, I'm gonna take this ball guide here loose so I can get back here a little better. See, now I can move this. Not too much though, I don't want to break it. Don't want to scratch the playfield either. So. this opto switch back. So we're going into our busy season at work. So I haven't really had much time to visit arcades or Pin Lodge or work on games or anything, work on projects. And plus we took on a flip house too. So I really had a whole lot of time for this sort of stuff.
I've always been open to ghosts. What? Let's cast her out.
Which is sad because this is what I love to do. Wish I could do this for a living.
There may only be one of us left standing.
Yeah.
Just clean.
Happy birthday to you. Hey, make wish.
Okay, pretty happy with that. Let's clean these plastics now.
Very good, very good. There's that. Number one birthday present.
Oh, I gotta find that screw. Crap. Might have to go out in the garage for that. I've got some parts play fields out in the garage. I steal parts from every now and again. They're bombed out and blown out, so no biggie. Actually, I'm gonna change that post out. Let's see if I got one. Tight. Ooh, that's loose. Let me go down in there and tighten it up. A little bit smaller. I don't like that. Guess it'll work. No, I don't like that. See the size difference there? So thin. Maybe yellow? A little thicker. Might make the shot harder. Don't need that shot to be any harder. That shot's already hard enough. Oh, shoot. Let me see if I got some thicker ones. Check my drawer over here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, that'll work. No lights under there. It's too bad. Oh yeah, I'm using light caps on these. Let me go grab these.
Can't believe it. Oh. What a gift.
Okay.
Just remember, license never replace. Yeah. Drink. Oh, I'm just scared. The tournament and everything. You remember lesson about Kara? Yeah. Lesson not just karate only.
this one's stripped, so let's get another one. Alright, that's stripped too. So maybe it's just the screw. See how it holds up. If not, I'll put a bolt back on there. No, let's throw a nut back on there. Go ahead and get back here and get this real quick. Okay, no lights down there. That's just where the wires for the ramps feed through for the switches. A little rubber there.
What's the matter? She's hurt? So you really think that's it, do you? Yeah, I know that's it. Yeah, well, you're wrong. Oh, I bet I'm wrong. Yeah, Dan, I didn't go out with you because of a car or what you did. Okay, well, while you're on the subject, what did you do? Huh? What did you do? I thought you... What? I thought maybe you were different. Yeah, we're different. I'm from Reseda, you're from the hills. That's how we're different. Why don't you just admit that you can't handle the situation the way it is?
No, I can handle it fine. You can't.
Look, you're so sexy, man. What?
She's never done anything but nice to you.
Oh, yeah, she was so nice she used me, but what's his name, Joe?
She doesn't even like what's his name.
I never could have guessed the way their faces are stuck together as that country club.
Oh, that's right. You didn't stick around for that.
Ah!
Oh, what was that? His hand on her ass?
Think she's pretty good doing her nails?
Knocking shit off here.
Did she hit him?
Damage anything.
Why'd she say something?
There we go.
Shit.
Alright, find this rubber here. There we go, there's one. Yeah, this thing's cleaning up pretty nicely. If I can get this on there, I might have to go with a smaller one. Yep. That's alright, we'll go with a smaller one. Don't want to take that ramp up. There we go. That'll work. Guys, clear rubber, clear rubber. Clear rubbers. Don't mind waxing this area up a little bit. Just because. Lights, lights, lights. Okay. Double check. It's always good to double check. I think we're ready. Actually, I gotta put that screw in back here before I put these ramps back in. Why isn't that staying? Oh, that's just how it's supposed to be. Okay. plastic cleaned. So I'm missing this back corner of plastic. So I could order one and wait and put the ramps in a million years from now. Or I can just roll without it, because you ain't going to see it anyway. So I may just roll without it for now. Order it. So I can order it, and then I can just put it in later if I ever go through it again, which I probably will. I think that's what we're going to do. So I really don't want to wait to put these ramps back in. I'm going to go ahead and clean them and get them in. You let this stuff set too long and then you forget where it goes. That and I want to play it. So. Playfield's not in bad shape. I'm impressed.
Where do we get this? Hey, where's ring 3? Oh, he doesn't speak English. And I can't understand his instructions without her. She's his translator.
Oh, I said you remind him of an uncle he has back in Tokyo.
I guess it's okay. What?
Oh, he says you're very kind.
Thank you.
Alright, what are the rules here?
No. First time you, first time me.
Well, I think you know about this stuff. I think you went to these before. Oh, great, I'm dead. I am dead. You told me you fought a lot.
Clean these targets off.
And you look, everything about your waist is at home. Head, sternum, kidneys, and the ribs. Got it?
What's up?
I might replace these targets. This one's missing its pad, and they're kind of wore out. Might order those targets too. Go ahead and replace them. Try to bulletproof this thing the best I can. Alright, so we got the back of the playfield cleaned off. I'm going to get these ramps cleaned up. I'm not going to record that. I don't want you to get too bored on me and fall asleep. So, anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.